I'm gonna be honest with you. You asked to split the date, split the cost or anything, it's not a date. Of course, I have no problem, treating my man, of course. Until then, I mean, if you invite me, you have to pay.
Now, when my husband and I started dating, I knew we were both broke, so we both split it.
Well, then let's go to Chipotle so you can pay for the whole thing. That's how I feel about that. Why don't you pick a place that you can actually afford or something? There are other things that you can do on a date. Maybe you go to the mall or something and walk around, get to know each other, go to the food court, get something cheap.
Not the cap.
Now, you know damn well most women ain't gonna go for that, especially if they look like you, with all due respect, because I mean, damn, that y'all, if any of y'all been watching me long enough, y'all know that's my type. Jeez, don't waste the pretty, man. What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron, back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Now, I wanted to play this clip for you guys, and I wanted to react to this because when this was sent my way, I was kind of like, oh, okay, this is just a prototypical, oh, I feel entitled to this. But when you saw the other woman, and keep in mind she said she's married to this man now, both of them were broke, so they went Dutch on their dates. What's so wrong about that? I don't understand. Why is it that we live in this society where women are fighting so hard to pull away from all the traditional roles, but still want to uphold men to their traditional role when it comes to dating? Y'all do realize part of the reason why men paid for dates all the time was because women didn't work. Women didn't make their own money. So now we're living in an era where women are bragging about how much money they're making and how they're catching up with the men. I'm like, you can't brag about catching up with making as much money as men, but then demanding men to pay for everything. Kind of defeats the purpose of you making as much money as a man now, don't it? That's why I never understood that. It's one of the biggest hypocrisies ever in the history of ever. We want to make as much money as men do. We should make money the same amount of money as men do. But oh nah, we ain't gonna date men that make as much money as us. We gotta find a man that makes twice as much as us because we really don't want to work. Or eventually we want to stay home and not work anymore.
Hey, wait a minute, what the hell?
What is that?
These women need to learn how to pick a struggle, man. Like, for real, bro. Like, I don't understand it. And another bad part about this is that even though you got a woman that says she went Dutch and she's married, and you got a woman here, as attractive as she is single, is over here telling women not to accept that and not go Dutch. But look which one is single and look which one is married. The one that went Dutch is the one that's married. The one that's telling y'all to feel entitled to be, to not go Dutch, even though y'all boss babes and y'all making y'all own money, she over here telling y'all otherwise, and meanwhile she's the one sitting up there single. And I would imagine most men will find her more attractive than the woman that's married. I'm like, that tells you a lot, don't it? I'm telling you, man. Let's keep it moving.
How old are you?
21.
Where you from?
Guatemala.
What do you look for in a guy right now?
He's funny and he treats me well.
What about the money?
I don't care.
Not at all?
No.
So he doesn't even have to make 100K?
No.
Let's say you made 100K. How much should he make?
I don't care. I really don't care about money.
What do you care more about then?
His personality.
Yeah?
Yes.
So let's say I wanted to take you on a first date, right? Where would you want to go?
Maybe to eat something, I don't know, to a restaurant.
What if I said, let's go to Burger King?
It's okay. I love Burger King.
What's your favorite thing on the menu?
Hamburger, maybe. I really don't care.
Okay. So, what gave you that mentality?
I don't know, maybe my parents raised me well, so I never really care about money.
So why do so many women here in Miami care about money?
I don't know. Maybe they like expensive things. I don't know.
Perfect. You win.
To the brother that is dating this Guatemalan woman, you need to hurry up, bag her, get her the fuck out of United States as soon as possible.
Run! Go! Get to the chopper!
And hide her like drug money. No, seriously. Like, she's a pretty attractive girl. You know I love my Latinas. Clearly she was raised well. Noticed the money was not a priority. And this is what I find so funny. And I mean, now clearly this has to do with her upbringing, just like she said. But I find it funny how American women are always so quick to say that, oh, those women, they just want y'all money anyway, and yada yada yada, like the women in America don't. However, notice this woman, this is a Guatemalan woman in Miami. Y'all know what goes down. Y'all know how these women are when it come to men with money in Miami. And you mean to tell me she's not impressed by any of that? You can take her to Burger King and she could. So to the woman in the first clip, yeah, if I'm like, yeah, let's go to the food court. Let's walk around the mall like you said and go to Burger King. Because it seems like this lady here would be a lot more enthused to do that than you would. Crazy, man. Let's keep it moving.
This is my take on how dating should be. In the beginning of dating, most women want to be courted and taken out, therefore men have to spend money on them. In the beginning of dating, most men want to fuck. They do not have clear intentions yet, but fucking is always one of their wants. Most women tend to not fuck on the first night, but men still gotta pay on the first date. So don't kill me, ladies, but how is it fair that men have to spend money on you since day one, but men do not get what they want since day one?
That's because they can't tell you that, and honestly, Melly, they don't care. Let's just keep it a buck. They don't care. They just feel entitled to it because that's the way we've been trained to do things. That's been the way we've been trained to mate and what have you. But once again, I gotta bring this up again. I just find it real funny how women are trying to alleviate themselves for everything that they've done traditionally, and still want to have the nerve to tell men, you should court me, you should do all this, even though y'all are the ones that are pushing and participating in hookup culture, 304 phases, hot girl summers. Like, this is all a product of modern women in the United States. And then y'all want to sit around and tell men that have worked on themselves and are more than likely better options for you long term than the guys that you were just having flings and shit with. We're supposed to take you seriously, and we're supposed to put in more effort and spend our hard-earned money, which these other guys probably didn't do because more than likely you only hooked up with them, and we're supposed to accept that shit.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
So once again, men being held to a traditional standard while women are not. And women will sit out here with a fucking straight face and tell you that's okay. No, it's not. It's not a good deal. And they know it ain't. But the reason why they're not going to tell you that is because they want the leverage. It's all about leverage, you guys.
Since you ladies want to know the man a little more before you decide to share yourself with him sexually, which I totally understand and encourage, I think men should not pay for dates. Logic, right? Men should remove their money since you are removing your pussy. Each other's wants should be put on the back burner until we get to know each other and feel comfortable. During that time, 50-50 should be applied on all dates, dinners, activities, everything. Once you reach that point of contact.
And I agree, man. Be honest with you, I think that would actually help solve the dating crisis a smidge. I think doing that would at least incentivize men to want to take women on dates, at least. Because as a man, let's keep it a buck. As a man, you know good and well if you would probably be a little bit more incentivized to ask a woman out if more women were willing to pay for their own meals or willing to pay for their own half of the date. I mean, because at that point, what you got to lose? Because if you going somewhere, let's say you invite a girl out to dinner and she don't show up. Well, you was going to pay for yourself anyway. Like, well, what are you really missing besides her company? See what I'm saying? And if she does show up, okay, you still only had to pay for your meal. The only difference is she showed up, y'all enjoyed each other company, and y'all went on about y'all business. And then until y'all to finally decide to do the deed, then that's when y'all can start looking out for each other, and you can start being that man that pays when y'all go out. I actually agree with this, and I've actually tried to push this, but we all know, bro, in the United States, man, the women are not gonna go for this. And it's really sad to see, because like I said before, what's the point of women leading with their career, leading with the fact that they're independent, leading with the fact that they got their own money, their own car, their own apartment or house? What is the sense of you leading with all these things only to turn around and say, you gotta pay for me? All this fighting and bitching and complaining about pay wage gaps only to turn around and say, you gotta pay for me. But I'm not gonna hold myself to any kind of traditional standard whatsoever. But going 50-50 on dates, that could be the start of something. There's actually other countries that actually do this. Like, women prefer this. Off the top of my head, I want to say maybe Iceland and Sweden. Y'all can correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, because y'all always do. But yeah, it's some European countries that are like super 50-50. So it's definitely possible, man. It's just that we got some real entitled women in this country. But y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification, that way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm. It helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description, as well as my latest mixtape, Lost Music Volume 2. And if you want to purchase any of the merch, the spreadshot.com link is in the description as well. Until the next video, y'all, deuces.